she's fed up with the Federation.
He watches Star Trek and he has his own webpage.
And he wants her to boldly go where she hasn't before.
You're very conservative with your tongue.
I'm conservative with my tongue.
So he was very enterprising on his blind date.
It was an amazing kiss. It started here and it moved to her neck.
Meanwhile, her blind date went trekking for tongue.
Actually, I was kind of wondering if she had one.
Now, will she stick it out?
What, do you want me to like lick your eyebrows or something?
Or have a change of heart?
I'm Chris Jagger. Welcome to Change of Heart. Let's meet our couple. Now, when they first met at a party, he was already seeing someone. Yes, her roommate. But once they started quoting Romeo and Juliet to each other, she said, "To thine own heart be true." So he dumped her roommate and did the big switcheroo. Now, for the past 9 months, she's been the Capulet to his Montague. Please welcome Tiffany Brown and Jed Blink. Welcome to the show. Jed, let me start with you. What makes Tiffany your Juliet?
Tiffany is amazing. She's smart, she's witty, she's fun to be around, and she's got a great outlook on life.
Very nice.
She always has something positive to say, and she's gorgeous.
That doesn't hurt any. And Tiffany, what about Romeo over here? What's he got going for him?
Well, we have a great dynamic together. You know, he's so easy to talk to and funny, and he's really romantic. One time he came and asked me to run away with him, and we ended up in a great romantic weekend in San Francisco.
All right. Very nice. Now, Jed, it sounds like you certainly know how to treat a woman. What about Tiffany? How does she treat you?
She treats me like a lying cheat.
Oh, really? Here's where the problem starts.
Not true.
Tiffany is always cross-examining me. She's always wondering about my friends.
He flirts with anything female.
I don't
Doesn't
flirt.
matter, waitress,
I'm not
friends,
flirting,
anything.
I'm being friendly. I'm being friendly
You're
with
not
people,
flirting.
and I do it in front of you.
He's talking to his girlfriends on the phone.
I'm being
He's
friendly.
like,
I'm friendly with everybody.
Wait,
what are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
I ask guys what they're wearing.
You ask guys what they're wearing?
I ask guys what they're wearing.
That's
it's not a big
normal.
deal. I mean, it's friendly.
Now, wait a minute, though, because I understand, Tiffany, you actually get really upset when he flirts with that certain someone. Who's that?
My roommate.
Your roommate.
That relationship is not normal.
Wait. Let me get the roommate situation straight. Is that the one he used to date?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on. Why don't you tell everybody
No. I'll walk in.
On Valentine's Day.
I'll walk in. No.
Wait, hold on,
I will
let her
walk
finish.
into a room, and my roommate will be on the phone, carrying on, laughing, obviously talking to some guy. She'll hang up. I'll be like, "Oh, who was that? Jed, my boyfriend. Did he ask to talk to me? No.
Okay, why don't you tell everyone who came to our Valentine's Day dinner?
Okay, he was supposed to pick me up at like 6:30. He doesn't show up until like 10 or something.
She invited her roommate to our Valentine's Day dinner.
Stood up. I felt so bad.
All right, hang on a second. Now, Tiffany, wait. If he's such a flirt with women and has his way with women, how would you describe his sweet talk?
He is all cheese and sleeves. It is so bad. He will turn anything into a line. Like, we'll just be walking down the street and I'll say something completely arbitrary, like flowers, and be like, "Oh, wow, those roses are really beautiful." And he's, "Well, not as beautiful as your eyes."
Oh, I feel like we can still flirt just because we've been going out for a while doesn't mean that we can't stop being romantic and I can't keep complimenting
There, you're getting applause for that. See, the ladies in the audience love that. Now, Jed, what about when you guys don't agree with something? What's her attitude like?
If she has a bad day, she takes it out on me.
That's not true.
That
You
is
get the
true.
brunt of it.
She
not
gives me
true.
the silent treatment. And she doesn't tell me what's wrong.
No,
It's just
okay.
all of a sudden she gets
It'll be something
quiet.
like, "I'm
she won't
tired.
answer questions.
I'm tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep." So I'll call him and I'm not really bubbly on the phone. You know, I haven't slept. And so he turns it, he's
no,
being
she takes it
strong
on to
with
me.
Now, that makes you crazy, but what about when she does argue with you? Is there one thing that makes you really crazy?
She hangs up on me.
Click.
I hate that. That's it. That's all she wrote. And listen to me.
Like twice in my life.
No, you've done it a lot more than twice. It's immature. It's this
No.
weird power thing. She thinks that I can hang up and we won't
so
talk
bad
anymore.
sometimes.
It just
If I
bothers you.
don't
I
hang up,
understand
it's
that.
gonna be a
Now, Tiffany, let
problem.
me give you a shot here. As far as Jed's personality, sum it up for us.
He's a total geek.
A geek? Why do you call him a geek?
He watches Star Trek and the X-Files, and he has his own webpage.
Wait. The web page I get paid for.
Okay, whatever.
Star Trek I
No.
don't watch anymore, but I won't apologize.
That's okay. Now, wait, Tiffany, you said he has a
He's on the
webpage.
debate team too. It's really one or two.
No,
I
wait,
could give
we
him,
want to
but
see.
all
We want to see
together.
this webpage because we actually have a picture for everybody to take a look at. So let's take a look at the webpage right now.
Oh,
Look at that!
that's his high school prom picture.
Come on, Jed. That looks like a prom picture or something.
This is high school.
That's an old picture. That's an old webpage. I haven't touched that page forever. But
All right, Tiffany, what's the lesson that you're hoping to teach Jed by being on the show today?
Well, you know the way he acts with all these other girls, he's always making me, nervous. But now I've gone on a date with somebody else, and it's his turn to be nervous.
I see.
If he won't fight for me today, then somebody
we'll
else
see if we get
will.
the jealous juices flowing. Up next, Jed's date put his kissing skills to the test. Find out if he passed when we come back. Jed and Tiffany. Now, Jed says Tiffany's an immature brat who blames him for all her problems, hangs up on him, and treats him like he's a lying pimp. So we set him up. We set him up with a mature hottie who says hanging up is uncouth and always assumes her man is telling the truth. So let's throw out some cheers for Sharmaine Raynor. Now, Tiffany, Jed calls you an immature brat. Any words you'd like to call Sharmaine?
I don't know, hoochie maybe?
All right, Jed, what about you when you picked up Sharmaine? Were you digging those looks?
oh, she looks amazing. She's got the confident strut. She's got a great smile. And, well, she's got the buxom bust.
And Sharmaine, what about you when you showed up at the date? Were you happy with what you got?
Absolutely. He's so adorable. His eyes and his smile. Beautiful.
Now, Jed, you were going to plan a date for Sharmaine. How is that different than some of the dates you plan with Tiffany?
Well, Sharmaine requested, in fact, demanded that I decide where we're going to go. Tiffany always has to be in charge. She's always got to be a control freak. One time I planned a surprise date, and it ended up not being a surprise at all because she decided what movie we were going to go to and just changed the place where we were going to
You
eat.
asked, and I'll tell. Whatever.
So, Sharmaine, where did you let him take you first then?
Well, we went to this pottery place and we started painting these plates.
Oh, this is what you brought out here with us? Yeah, I think we get to take a look at.
Which,
These are
we had
sweet.
we had so much fun, and we closed the place down, but I didn't really get to finish mine.
Yeah, this one's got a little glossy
Yeah, that
finish
was
on it.
his.
Yes.
He finished his.
Now, wait, Tiffany, sweet or cheesy? Come on.
Oh, so cute. Really.
All right, so, Jed, what about when you finished painting? Did you guys go grab some dinner?
We went to this amazing restaurant right on the ocean. We're outside, sitting over the ocean. The waves are crashing up underneath us, looking outside. It's beautiful. It was really great.
Very romantic.
Very romantic. Very
So,
romantic.
Sharmaine, interesting appetizers at this point?
Well, actually, he's never had oysters, so I ordered a plate of oysters, and I noticed his eyes got really, really wide because he knows they're aphrodisiacs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Now, Jed, is it true, though, she kind of scared you at dinner? What did she say?
Well, the conversation started to get to kisses, and she told me that she judges a guy by his first kiss a lot, and if it's a bad kiss, she's gonna dump him right there, it doesn't matter. So there were a couple times when I wanted to kiss her, but I was waiting for the right moment.
Right.
And so I didn't yet.
So there's a lot of pressure then, right? And Tiffany, what are you trying to say?
I was saying that's nice and shallow to dump a guy, right after the first kiss. That's good.
A kiss can say a lot,
It can.
sometimes.
The first kiss. Give him some time. Come on now.
So Jed, it sounds like there's like a really sexy vibe in the air. Was it all about looks, though, or was it a little deeper?
The looks were definitely there, but the conversation was great too, and we talked about her family, her goals, and she's got a great, positive outlook on life. It's really refreshing and really
Find it
entertaining.
nice and upbeat.
Definitely.
Now, Jed, was there anything, though, while you two were hanging out that wasn't working for you?
Well, we're at different places in our lives. I'm still in college, and she's a professional, and so I don't know how long it could work, whereas me and Tiffany have a lot more in common. And we've also been together, so we know it can work.
So that's the only rub, then. Now, Sharmaine, Tiffany says Jed can be romantic. Did you get to see that side of him?
Yes, he told me this story about a secret garden, and then we went to this beautiful little garden, and we had champagne, and we fed each other strawberries. We had a lot of fun.
Sounds like a very romantic moment. Now,
was.
Tiffany, you can't argue with that. That's very romantic.
That he does well.
Yeah, so you agreed. Have you gone to this secret garden?
Oh, I'm sure we're not the first or the last girls to be there, but
So, Jed, now you're thinking in your head now there's some really high standards for this first kiss, so did you finally make that move?
Oh yeah, I did, and it was an amazing kiss. It started here, and it moved to her neck.
Yeah.
It was a great kiss.
Well, but who initiated it? Were you the one, Jed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave her a rose when we were going to the secret garden. I gave her a rose, and that was the opportunity to be right there up close, and
The timing was right, and boom. Now, Sharmaine, he says it was great. Did he pass the big test?
Well, yeah, we kissed for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, wow. Something was going on.
Nah.
So Jed, you're obviously liking her kisses. You guys did pretty good.
Yeah.
What about Tiffany's kissing style? What was that like?
Well, I've said I'm still holding out for the perfect kisser because Tiffany's not really it. You're very conservative with your tongue. And you're very conservative.
Look,
Oh my God.
Tiffany's shocked. This is obviously news to you, right?
It's never been a complaint before. I'm conservative with my tongue.
You're conservative with your tongue. You're very conservative.
What do you want me to like lick your eyebrows or something? Like,
It's a little more tongue play, I guess. So, Sharmaine, what about the evening? How did it wrap up? Where'd you end up?
Well, we ended up hanging out in my room. We watched the movie Wild Things, and we cuddled up. We had
That's an interesting first date.
Now, wait a
movie.
minute. That's an awfully sexy movie, Sharmaine. Did it inspire some things between the two of you?
fun. Actually, he knows I'm a waitress, and he asked me to put on my uniform, which I thought was
It's a
really
very-
weird.
It's a
But
very
it seemed to
sexy
turn him
uniform.
on,
Have you at this point? 3
It's a
hours,
very
4
sexy
hours? Let's
uniform,
go.
and she looked amazing.
Well, unless she's a waitress at Hooters or something, maybe. I don't know.
No.
And you're not. But wait, Sharmaine, did you think that's a little odd? Hey, how about putting on your uniform?
I did. I thought it was pretty weird, but it was whatever.
She looked
It
great.
seemed to turn him on,
Now wait, Tiffany, you didn't trust this guy from the start. Here he is in the bedroom
Ask you to play
put the
dress up. That's good.
How does that make you feel?
Kind of a confirmation.
You rolled the
of all
dice,
this.
you lose, hon. You rolled the dice.
She hasn't crapped out yet.
Reaffirms everything.
And Jed, how did you end up saying goodbye?
Gave her a really nice goodnight kiss and went home.
And that was it.
That was
All
it.
right, now coming up is the other half, and we know one thing: Tiffany has problems trusting Jed, but Tiffany's the one who let her date sleep over. That story's next. Just heard what happened on Jed's date with Sharmaine, and now we're going to meet the hunk that we set up with Tiffany. Tiffany says Jed's a cheesy geek who hits on her roommate all the time. So we found her an Abercrombie boy who's cool, sweet, and oh so dapper. Come on, everybody, let's make some noise for Alex Thapper. Seat. Jed, if Alex had his own webpage, what do you think he'd title it?
It'd probably be something like Memoirs of Me and My 3.5-inch Floppy.
What are you talking about? Yours would be like www.dumbass.com.
Better dumbass than that.
All right, hang on, guys. Alex, what about when you're talking to Tiffany on the phone? Was it good, or did she hang up on you, too, like she does with Jed?
No, we had an awesome conversation. We talked for a good 2 hours. The conversation was really good. She had a great sounding voice, sounded really cute.
Yeah, you had to kiss up to her the whole time, because as soon as you make her mad, click, that's it.
No, she was cool with
true.
me.
Not true.
Well, Alex, more importantly, live and in person, how'd you like her?
I was like completely astounded. She was really pretty. She has a great smile, beautiful eyes, and she was wearing these pretty tight pants that seemed to sort of, let's say, accentuate her butt.
There you go, boom.
I told her she needed to back that ass up.
Oh, yeah.
That's original.
And Jed, does this sound like the way Tiffany normally dresses?
Tiffany has great features, but when she's around me, she doesn't accentuate them, and she should definitely dress more attractively.
Wow.
To show.
Looks great.
Dress more attractively to show her features that she has.
Right, we know
Very
she
good.
certainly has it in her because she was doing it for Alex.
Yeah.
No problem there. Now, Tiffany, what about you? Any hints of geekiness when you met Alex, or were you okay?
Not at all. I mean, he's a little shorter than what I generally go for, but he was really cute and great body. And he met me. He met me with a dozen long stem red roses.
Brought you roses, very nice. Now, Tiffany, what about Jed's body?
Well, I like a guy who's bigger than me, and Jed's kind of a skinny boy.
Yeah, it seems like if there was a stiff wind outside, he'd better run for cover.
All right, Alex, let's talk about dinner, because I understand it was a really romantic dinner that you and Tiffany did. Anything, though, that spoiled the mood?
Well, yeah, we had this really kooky waitress who somehow found out that we were going to be on Change of Heart, and she wouldn't leave us alone. She kept bothering us every 5 minutes.
Really?
So that kind of sucked.
Now, Jed, you know Tiffany pretty well. How do you think she handled the situation?
I'm betting she was very rude. Tiffany tends to be rude to waiters and waitresses. I'm always having to
Not
apologize.
rude.
Not at all. She was awesome.
I'm always having to apologize to waiters and waitresses.
Well, Alex says she was very well behaved.
Lies, all lies.
Of course.
All right, Tiffany, anything you're missing, though, about Jed at this point when you're out with Alex?
Well, I don't know. Jed and I are really comfortable together, and so, Alex and I are having a great time, but it's, you kind of miss that connection with somebody.
A little different. Tiffany, what about some common beliefs that you and Alex shared while you were discussing things over dinner?
Well, we both came to the conclusion that men and women can't just be friends. There's always some kind of sexual chemistry there.
That's not true.
No.
That's not
very
true
true.
at
It's
all.
at some
Very
point in
true.
the
Maybe
relationship.
you can't. Maybe you can't because you're thinking with whatever
At
you're
some
thinking
point,
with.
one
But a lot of
person
guys
is
can be friends.
always-
All right, well, let me find out from Alex, though. When did the sexual tension start to build on this date, Alex?
Well, after dinner, I took her up to the Griffith Observatory because she'd never been there before. And we were waiting in line for the laser show. And there was some flirting, some touching going on.
So you can sense it. And there it started. Where did this flirting then lead to, Alex?
Well, we ended up going back to her dorm room and made it a true blockbuster night. We were in a scary movie and we were laying on her bed watching it together. And there were some parts where she was getting kind of jittery, kind of jumpy, and grabbing me, and I liked it.
And Tiffany, were you guys getting kind of cozy while you're hanging out on the bed?
Well, he was resting his head on my shoulder, and at one point he fell asleep. Like, that was really cute.
He fell asleep. He fell asleep, and that's cute.
Jed has a problem with that.
He fell asleep.
Jed, besides the fact that
I
he
didn't
fell
fall
asleep
asleep on
there,
my
how about
date.
the fact that he's just in the bed with her?
I don't know.
We were under the covers, like.
If he's sleeping, I'm not that
Then
threatened.
you're okay with that. Now, Tiffany, what about awkward moments at the end of the night? How did that go?
Well, yeah, at the end of the date, he was kind of on the other side of the room, and it didn't look like he was
that's
going to
where he
be
should be.
kissing me, so I was really disappointed. I kind of wanted him to give me a good night.
Well, Alex, were you totally clueless, or could you tell she was hoping for something?
Well, she kind of made it obvious when I was standing there, and she was like, "Were you gonna kiss me or what?"
Oh, wow.
So,
That's pretty obvious.
yeah. So I grabbed her, and we got into some pretty heavy kissing.
Now, here's what I want to know, Alex, because Jed says she's conservative with her tongue. You tell me what it was like.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was kind of wondering if she had one.
Oh, really?
But she has really soft lips, and she smelled great, so it was all good.
Oh, well, that's good. Now, Alex, you made out a little bit. You got your kiss. Did you head home right after that?
Well, actually, I was kind of tired, and we both agreed that
sleeping.
maybe I should stay over. So I did. And there was,
So you were concerned about a long drive home, or what?
yeah, it's maybe a good 10 minutes to my house.
All right,
I wanted
Tiffany.
him to be safe.
Okay, well, that's understandable. And Tiffany, what did you learn on this date with Alex?
You know what? I was reminded of what a good date's all about. We had a great time, lots of fun, and with Jed, he's just always trying to make a play. So
All right, well, here's what we know. Tiffany and Jed both did some smooching on their dates, but who will they be kissing tonight? We get the final decision next. With Jed and Tiffany. Now, Tiffany has some problems trusting Jed, and he wanted to give him a taste of his own medicine by dating someone else. So let's see if they were able to actually reach an understanding here. Jed, we're going to get your decision first. It's been 9 months, so that's a long time to invest in Tiffany, obviously. We sent you out with Sharmaine. You said you loved her look. You guys planted those plates together. You went to the secret garden and got romantic there. And it ended with some kissing. What do you say?
Well, me and Sharmaine really hit it off. We had a great time. But Tiffany has got time on her side, and I see why she doesn't trust me, and I kind of want to build that trust back. So I'm going to stay together.
Jed says stay together. Sharmaine, sorry things didn't work out for you. Now, Tiffany, we got to come to you. Jed says he wants to stay together, but we sent you out with Alex. You said you had a lot of fun with him. You ended up watching movies back at the dorm in bed with him. He spent the night, actually. What's your decision?
Well, I wanted to go on this date to see whether or not I could trust Jed, and I kind of got my answer, so I'm having a change.
Change of heart. All right. Alex, that works for you?
Yeah.
You're okay with that? And Tiffany, just quickly, was there anything about your date with Alex that made you want to change?
Well, we just had such a great time together, and the chemistry was really there, so I'd love to see him again.
You felt it, and it was there. Okay. That's our show then. Thanks to Sharmaine for being here with us, and good luck to Alex and Tiffany. We'll see you next time right here on Change of Heart.